What is going on, everybody? What is going on? It's Tammy coming to you live today from my office here in Farmville, Virginia, looking like a whole hot mess on this Monday afternoon, but it is Motivational Monday, and I wanted to come live really quick to say a few things to catch you up on some stuff, to let you know how to earn some free food this week because I know people like that. We've been live for like 46 seconds. It's not showing anybody watching, but if somebody out there is catching me, if you've not shut down your computer from work today, or if you're still in the office, or you're maybe at home sitting down to get some rest, whatever you're doing, say hello, tell me where you're watching from, and drop me a grateful Fed in the comments. This is way more fun with friends. We have good afternoon from Toledo, Ohio. Thank you so much for tuning in, Miss Heather Johns. We appreciate you. If you ever do me a favor, tag some friends, share this out if you can. I really much appreciate that very much. Like I said, I am live today on my personal timeline and on the Grateful Fed catering business page, and then over in the TAM Unity on YouTube. So that's live a little bit of everywhere. And I'm coming live today for a couple of reasons. Number one, I want to make sure that you do not miss the chance to win some free food this week. So last week, the brunch fairies visited the Department of Social Services here in Farmville, and they got 10% off of their order, a little coupon for that expires, everybody that works there, and they got some free breakfast food. So this week we want to, if you sure, share it everywhere. If you don't mind sharing out, this is perfectly public. Share this everywhere you want to share this to. The more people that watch this, the better. Give me some thumbs up, some hearts, some O faces. But most importantly, comment and interact with the live. It really helps a lot. Say hello, tell me where you're watching from. Drop us a grateful Fed in the comments. So, Motivational Monday. It is the first day of school for many kiddos around our area. We have Prince Edward County going back to school. We have Charlotte County going back to school. This week that I'm aware of, I'm not sure who else is going back to school. I know that the 14th, I think that's a couple other places start the 14th, but I know for a fact today, Prince Edward County schools and Charlotte County schools, because my staff, my team, the hippie group, Destiny has Scarlett, and Mel has Madison, and Selena has all of her kiddos. Yay! We love it. We love that y'all are here. Thank y'all so much for doing it. Hey, Sissy. Like Amelia goes back later, but I know the school started. So this week I wanted to do something to help maybe take a little bit of hard work out of the first week of school. So number one, Wednesday night, it is a great deal. It is less than $10 per person, and that you can't beat that. You'll probably have some leftovers. We are doing our Wednesday night take-home meals. We have family 4-packs for $39.99. That is going to get you lumpia, a Caribbean fried rice, which is like a veggie pineapple coconut deliciousness. It is going to have some arugula salad with that, some grilled pineapple spears, some dessert. So Wednesday night, take the hard work out of. Hold on one second. Sorry, I gotta grab this before he leaves. I'm here. Sorry, y'all. I'm coming. Don't lose the line. Don't lose the line. Sorry, y'all. I hate when that happens. Like, what happened to Tammy? Everybody went away. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I had a customer come in to pick up an order, so I had to go take care of that. I'm so sorry. That is a new comfy chair. My sister got it for me, but we're doing family 4-packs, and we're going to give one away for free this week. So all you have to do to earn it, we're going to do a little contest. If you can do me a favor, go over to the Grateful Fed page. Not right now, not right now, but when you get done with this live, go over to the Grateful Fed page. Some of you might be watching this on right now, and I just did a post asking you what you would like to see in our menus, because it's Motivational Monday. So here comes the motivation, right? So many times in this world, right, we are trying to be of service to others, right? I always say, and I'm going to use this relation, this is an actual real story, right? And if you are new here and you're just watching us on the Grateful Fed and you've never met me before and don't know what we're about, um, my name is Tammy, and I'm the owner of the Grateful Fed Catering Company, and I'm lovingly known as the Hometown Hippie. And I have been going through a lot of big emotional changes, a lot of big spiritual changes and awakenings, and just having a different perspective on life over the last several years. And that change of perspective and that awakening, or whatever you want to call it, has led me to where I am now. And just like you, this is my business side of it. But just like all of you watching, you have relationships outside of your work. And I have a husband, and I have children and sisters and cousins and brothers and all the things. And my husband and I have been married to be 18 years in October. And I was watching a video the other night, and the video was a very different perspective. So stick with me on Motivational Monday. And it was basically saying that we try to help other people, right? We try to do for our significant other or people in relationships, but we do it from the perspective of the thing that we think that they want from us. And this video basically was letting you know that the most amazing thing that you can do to save yourself some time, to be in good communication with your partner, is to look at them and say, good morning. And instead of saying, I love you, say, how can I love you today? How can I show you love today? How do you need me to show up for you today? Because a lot of times we want to show up in relationships from our perspective. And if you're going to be in a relationship with another person, then you have to be more concerned about what they need versus what you want to give. Is how I feel about it, right? Because what if you give and you give and you give and you get this resentment wall up? But the thing is that you were never giving something that they needed or wanted. You were assuming, right? So when you have an open communication and you say, how may I love you today? How do I love you better? What do you need from me? Like, what are you looking for, right? The ball is in your court. Tell me what I can do today. And I'm not saying that you bow down or whatever, but when you're going to work with someone or try to be in a relationship with them, you should at least know what their needs and wants are, be able to communicate it. So as a relationship with each of you, the people that it's feeding is a very intimate relationship. I feel like it's the fuel for your body. And every day that someone shows up, the reason that it's so important to me is because I honestly feel honored. Like when you show up to eat with us, it is not just about putting food in a box. It is about figuring out, how can we love you today? Like, how do we put the love in this food? We talk to our customers. We know what they need. We put that extra bit of prayer onto everything that we do. It's Reiki infused. And so when I'm planning these Wednesday night meals, I do it from my, I'll be journaling, or I'll be watching something. I'm like, ooh, that would be delicious. And because of something that I want. So the post that I put up and how you can win free food today is basically me saying, how can we love you better? How can we show up for you better as your the person you trust to feed you? So we're asking, do you want more nights that we make dinner for you? Would you like to have Monday night take-home dinners or Tuesday night take-home dinners? Would you like to have them all week long? Was that something that you're looking for? If so, what are the things that you are wanting? More comfort style foods like pot roast and macaroni and cheeses? Or are you looking for healthy options like salmons and quinoas and power bowls and things like that? Or maybe even something, a little lighter or a little more like you do for you, right? So that's the question. So when we are asking you in that post, how can we serve you better? We're gonna reward you for answering that question, for letting us know how we can be of most service to you and your family, right? We want to make sure that every single person out there has the ability to eat fresh food from us that's not taking a lot of time away from your family. In today's age, there's a lot of people out there. It takes families working, everybody working, to be able to make ends meet. And we spend a lot of money on food and groceries, and we waste a lot of food and groceries because we throw it away because we're too busy to cook it. My goal here in Farmville is to be able to help you not have the food waste, stay within your food budget, feed your families good whole foods with good, and I want you to have time to sit down with them at the end of the day, find out how their day was, and maybe find out how we can love each other better tomorrow, right? How do we walk into this world being able to love each other better? Our family four packs, we want to start putting affirmations and family like conversation starters in there, because we're going to challenge everybody to go out and get a family four pack of dinners. You don't have to come home and be mad because nobody's doing what they need to do. Sit down together, put the phones away, cut the television off, and spend 30 minutes eating dinner from plates. I'm going to give you into the family. You can serve it from that, but sit down together and have a meal and a conversation. That's the love that we pour into these meals. We want you to feel loved, and we want you to feel nourished, and we feel like it's just a privilege to be allowed to do that for people. um, it brings me such joy that I feel guilty. Like I get such joy watching you when you pick up food. Like when I hear how good, like I loved it. It was so good. I've never eaten anything like this before. It just it makes me so happy, and I want to reward you for making me happy as well by saying, here's some options. Like here's some things to make your night a little easier when you get home. It's a little easier than having to like worry about what's for dinner. Did you go grocery shopping? We want to take all of that hard work out for you, but we just need to know what you're looking for, right? How do we help you? And we appreciate that so very, very much. Hello, everybody. So this week's Wednesday night dinners are lumpia, coconut fried rice, and a arugula salad. And then we have family four packs for $39.98. And if you will just go and comment what you're looking for, just answer that question. It's not saying you have to order anything, but I'm going to draw Wednesday for one of those people to win a lucky dinner. Do not make that stop you from pre-ordering, because we get pre-orders and they sell out. And if you do get a pre-order and you win, then you'll get next week's dinners for free. So give me 1 second. I got to grab the door again. But thank y'all so much. And I want you to answer in the comments, what is something you would like to see on a Wednesday night dinner? Drop it here to start with, and then we can take those over to the comments. Give me 1 second. customer come in and I take care of my customers. I appreciate the people that stuck around. I do. I really do appreciate y'all. Um, the door is not locked, so now I'm a little paranoid. But I'm on with the Powerball, about the Powerball full without feeling guilty. I like that. So yes, so that's what the post is about. I'm sorry I had to get up and down. That was not my goal in this 15-minute live. At least you get to hear me talk for that long, right? That's the key and the golden point of that. So that's what the post is up. If you would like to win a free family 4-pack this week, you can do that by jumping over to the Grateful Fed Facebook post, commenting on that, and then once we get comments on that, I'm going to go in Wednesday morning, and we're going to just do a random draw. We're going to put everybody's name in a hat. Wants a barbecue? I want Liz's special taco salad. Okay, I love that. So we were talking about doing barbecue. We weren't sure, only because like there's places in town that do barbecue and ribs and stuff like that. So we stayed away from some of that stuff, even though I have like phenomenal recipes for that stuff. Like there's some of my best dishes. But we stayed away from that because we wanted to kind of like not feel like we were intruding on everybody's territory. We'll say this, and we'll say this. We are going to be at the Rock the Block on the 26th, and we hope you will come see us. We are excited, and I'm going to say dead ass a little nervous as well about that. At least I am. It's going to be a couple thousand people there. We've never done an off-site festival before. We have a plan. Like I said, we can cater. And if you can cater a 300-person event and get the food out in a reasonable amount of time, and, just have it popped out and be able to have like a well-oiled machine, we really feel like we'll be able to keep up, and we'll run food till we run out of food, and then we'll go lock it up and enjoy the festivities, Um, but we are excited to be at Rock the Block. We are going to have, right now, we're planning on doing Beyond Burgers. We're not going to have French fries. There's no way in the world we can keep up with our fryer. We have a really small fryer. Just it's impossible. So we're gonna do some Brussels sprouts, and we're gonna do some salads and some seasonal sides like our macaroni, pasta, coleslaw kind of salads. We are going to do like cucumber salads, things like that. But we're not going to run French fries. We figured we'd have a healthier option. We're going to run turkey sliders and hamburger steak sliders. We'll have both of those with a gluten-free option. That's the plan that I'm running in my head, is like turkey sliders for people that can't have um, beef or pork, and we have those in gluten-free option, right? Then we're going to do a hamburger steak, regular and gluten-free, and then we're going to do the Beyond Burger for our veggie people. And so that's kind of the plan. And then we're going to run some Brussels sprouts, some seasonal sides, some desserts, and then some salads and chips and salsas, because we love our salsas, our guacs, all that stuff. So we'll have those prepackaged. People can grab those and kind of just run out the thing. And then I want to show y'all something. And if you didn't stick around for this, then you're going to be very mad. This is a little sneak peek of what we got coming for you on Wednesdays. So we think that number one, food and fellowship and family and love are such a big thing. But we feel like laughter and having fun with anything is the way to go. So we have some really fun stuff coming up for you. So I want to give you all a sneak peek of what we have coming up for you. And that is one of the things that we have coming. So I'm going to give you all a second with that. I'm going to remove myself. I just want you to look at this, and I want you to, I just need you to see that in all its glory here. I'm taking myself. I should have just put that up every time I had to go. Uh, every time I can't even look at it, y'all. I need one more time. One time. Oh my gosh, y'all. So Wednesdays are hump day hot dogs. We have written a theme song to the first Prince of Bel Air for that. Um, it's so much. There's so much to unpack in that picture, and I can't even sometimes. Woo, sometimes. We had a lot of fun today with that, and we needed to have fun because you know what? I have felt better today than I have in so many weeks. And I was almost going to call in today. I was like, I did not sleep well last night. I need to get some rest. And then I got up this morning and I pulled myself together and had missed yesterday. I got here. I hope I didn't miss much. We were just talking about, oh no, I'm sorry. Use your stuff. Katie, I'm going to give you something to laugh at. We were talking about what we have coming for Wednesday, and it's this. I mean, y'all have not seen him do the floss in that yet, or all the things that we have. It's just such a, I don't know. Is it funny? Is it as funny to you as it is to me? Because I get tickled every time I see that. And it's the silliest little, simplest little things, right? And that's what, we talked about this at the beginning of the live about the motivation. How can we love you better? I mean, maybe I didn't even know that I needed that laughter, right? I didn't even know. And all the things people have been doing to make me cheered up, and all I needed was Zach to dance around in a hot dog costume that cost me $20 on Amazon. Yep, it's Hump Day hot dogs and Wiener Wednesdays. That might be a better name. Oh my gosh. Hump Day hot dogs, now affectionately known as Wiener Wednesdays. He's also got a podcast going on, Styling Ella. I love. Oh, we had Sheila. We laughed so hard today. We miss you. Oh my God, that Zach was doing the floss in that thing, and he is so ready to go up by the road. And I want to tell y'all, I will tell y'all this because you're staying here and sticking with me. And if you're going to eat with us and you're going to be part of the Grateful Fed family, you might as well get to know who you're dealing with. The road has got like we have a little strip of grass between our parking lot and the sidewalk, and we have to mow that. That's our part to keep up with. And after the rain, the sunshine, it just shot up today, so it looks trashy. It needs to be mowed. Like we look like homeless people right now. Like I know people are like, look at this. They need to mow their grass, and we definitely do. So I told Zach, I was like, my dad said he would bring the electric weed eater by if he came out today, and we can go ahead and get that. I said, for what we have to mow, we can just knock that out with the weed eater. And I was like, you definitely want to do that before Wednesday because wieners look bigger when the grass isn't so tall. I thought that was funny. Um, they are affectionately calling Zach Zachowini. I always call him Zachariah. I don't know why. I don't know why. But we could have called him Zachowini today. So he is the only dude that works here besides Red. And let me tell y'all what, he is such a good sport. And he just completes our team so very much. We didn't know we were missing what we were missing until we got Zach, and he's the missing piece. So we're very, very, very and I want to talk about that for a second. So I need to point out that, and I also want to shout out Destiny right now. Zach and Destiny, they don't get as much playtime as Liz and Selena and Grace and Mel because y'all have seen them. You've eaten their food. They're more of the prevalent faces of the business. And a lot of y'all have not met Liz yet. But Destiny and Zach behind the scenes are the backbone of this operation. Like, they knees everything out. They do all the cleanup work. They help unload all the trucks. They cook. They fill in when we need a break. They just do whatever we need, and they do it with a really, really, really good attitude. There's never been like an eye roll, a huff, or a puff from either of them. They really just don't. They just don't complain. They just put their head down and they just go and they get it done. And thank you, Catherine. Today I decided that I'm just going to. I told you yesterday. I told with the Sunday sermon yesterday. It was really about these three things. About I give myself permission to fail today, surrendering and letting go and letting God. And a lot of times we use that as lip service, but when you actually surrender and you let go and you let God, and when you step out of the fear and you step into the faith, right? When a lot of people say like I have faith, I'm like, but do you? because you're worrying. And worrying is praying for things you don't want to happen. We know we're divinely protected and we're divinely guided and everything's working out, and I'm not worried, right? I am not worried. I'm no longer worried. I've just made that decision. Like whatever's happening here, I am letting go and letting God. I surrender. I'm gonna drink my water. I did not eat a bunch of shitty food today. I had a gluten-free little mini cookie to try today. It really helped. It really helped. Apparently, I just realized why that picture is so funny. A little thing from my other business. Um, but I just decided today that I'm going to ask you all, how can I serve you, right? How do you wish us to serve you? And what do we need? We are food magicians, we are food healers. And so I can't heal you if I don't know what ails you. And so I'm here to say we want to take the hard work out of homemade. People have asked me every day since last week, what's for dinner tonight? So I feel like there's a need for more of the take home dinners. That's our wheelhouse. The food truck is doing beautifully. It's very steady. We are working out every little small kink we have. We're figuring out where things go. The menu is getting good. Stuffed cookies, I hear you on that. We have some things coming. Popsicles got done. The containers are in for popsicles for y'all on the healing side. Um, so those are getting shipped out tomorrow. But we are here, we want to do more take home dinners. We want to make sure we get your food boxes to you. Do you need us to pack the kids' lunches? Do you need us to make the kids like homemade Lunchables that you can get for a decent price, that it's not some processed nitrated food with some cheese that's been living for 3 years, but it was made this week to be eaten this week? And there's not a lot of waste with it, and it's delicious, and the kids will eat it. Um, Yes. Do you, food's friendly to you? We have so much stuff, Sheila. We can make anything you need friendly to you. What do you want? We can take care of it for you. We're doing vegetable things. I know vegetables are not good for your stomach. We're going to be doing a lot of soups in the fall. Our seasonal salads are delightful, but living on fruit, and we have a beautiful. We can take care of that, right? Our French toast is divine this week. So we have the things we hope that are going to make your life easier, because I'm going to tell you what, like I told you earlier, my goal is to have you not have to run home after working. Most of the food is done by women. Let's just be honest about it. So most of the time, the mom comes home. They both worked. Dad comes home, but mom is responsible for food and grocery shopping and cleanup and lunches and all of that responsibility stuff, which then almost makes you like, you're like, this little asshole, I'm gonna like feed it and all the thing you want, hug. Oh, it overstimulates you. If I can take, what can I take off your plate to allow you to have less stress around time with your family? And the thing that I know that I can do, right, the thing that I can love on you with, is um taking care of that food piece and doing it in a way where I'm not price gouging you, but your kids are not getting processed foods that's going to make them more hyperactive, all of the things. Let them go outside and play for an hour after school, right? If they're not eating processed food and junk food and sugars and dyes and all the things that we've all heard about, allow us to make them some holistic foods that you don't have to search for all the things. We can do it within that parameter. What is your time worth? Right? What is your time worth? If you haven't got to spend Saturday sourcing and finding and gathering and prepping and all of the things, it takes a village. Let me be that part of your village. Let the Grateful Fed Catering Company, the Sugar Magnolia, take the hard work out of homemade. Rachel Ray shows you 30 minutes meal. She doesn't show you the 2 days you have to plan the menu, buy all the ingredients, then you have to prep all the ingredients, then you have to cook it. It takes 30 minutes to cook, and then it takes you another half hour or more to clean up. Let me take the hard work out of homemade. Now, go over to my page, go over and comment, what would you like to see more of? And you can win. There's going to be somebody that's going to win a family 4-pack this Wednesday night. It's between 4:30 and 6 o'clock. You can pick up, and then you sit down and eat dinner. We are looking at putting those on to Wayfast. So you can order those, all the things. Let's see. Yeah, Mary Kay lived on a theory that it was worth making sure she had a cleaning lady as part of her necessary budget, even when she was poor, because it gave her more time with her family. Exactly. And that's what I say. It's like, what is the time worth to you? Like I can get certain things cheaper at Costco than I can through my distributor. But when I sat down and looked at what it took me to go there, to the time, the energy, the effort, I'm like, to save 15 cents, I got to spend $5. It makes no sense. And that's the same thing for me. I used to keep a housekeeper all the time in budget because for me, my ADHD, I am in control of work. But whenever I get home, I get lost in the sauce. I have to have it clean, and I will work I won't sleep for days until everything's in order. If you ask the girls that work here, when I come in the kitchen to work, whenever we work, Sheila will tell you, she's on here. I would make a giant, I'd have everything for my recipe. I'm like reset the kitchen, and I'd have to leave the kitchen until it was put back together. And then I'd come back in, and that's organized chaos for me. Um, yes, Grace rocks the Reiki infused foods with the perfect message and Mel. Yep. And that's what, yeah. And that's what we do, right? That's what we try to do is we are trying to find affordable ways for you to feed your family as clean and as holistic as possible, right? In a way that allows your families to eat stuff they would have never eaten before, to allow them to for y'all to sit down at the table. We're putting that into it. We're putting in communication and love and abundance and safety. I mean, we're putting all of that extra light energy into the food. Every single one of us, our greatest joy, and it's very selfish. So if you don't believe that we do it from the goodness of our hearts, here's the very selfish reason why we do this. It is the ultimate joy for all of us to watch y'all when you take a bite of our food, do the little damn. Like that is, I mean, I don't want to be gross, but we're like, oh, that's everything to us. I mean, I got chill bumps when I get those, like when I get those reviews, and I go through Square when I'm feeling down, and I was like, yep, that's what I needed to hear. This is why we do it, right? This is why we do it. So we just want y'all to give us a shot. Come out, see what we're about. We have been we've been in that new phase, right? The new phase of trying to like figure out where it goes. And I've been really, really, really stressed out. And anybody else besides me, yes or no in the comments. When you move into a new place, I don't stop until everything's put where it needs to go. Everything's got to find a home before I really like sit down after we've moved to a new place. I don't move often for this very reason, right? Everything has to have a space. But once I move into the new space and everything has its place in that moment. Sheila says, yep, yep, yep. Anybody else like out there just like everything's got to be put away. I can't rest until like my shit's together. So that's how the new business has been, right? We had to make everything find a place. I'm like, okay, everything's in place. I have a menu. I have a process. I have a this. I have a that. And then once you sit in the chair, right? Once you sit in the chair and you look at the picture on the wall in your new place, you're like, that just doesn't go there. And the mantle, like all the things I put up, I love all my things, but they're just not in the right place. There's too much of them. And you go and you edit and you redesign and you move things around. And we have no problem doing that. But when it came to the business, I'm like, that's all this is. We're just in the adjustment phase. So all of that worry and animosity and fear that I told you I was living in and making myself sick, this week, I just decided, you know what? The next 6 months rearranging. And I was like, that's all this is. I was like, you know, ego says you have to have it right now. It's got to be perfect or else everything's going to go wrong. And I bet a lot of you operate your entire life that way. Maybe it's day one on a new job. Maybe if you're out there and you're a kiddo watching because you had school today, day one in a new school, right? We all go through this adjustment phase in life. And what we have to let go of is that voice that's telling us, right, that we're not enough, that everything we do is wrong, like that stinking thinking voice, right? That everybody's looking at your voice, and understand, right, that we are just all imperfectly imperfect. We are perfectly imperfect people, and that we are always doing the best that we can in the moment because that's the vibratory ability of our beings. That's what we have enough information that we are doing the very best. That I am always operating from my highest integrity in that moment. And y'all know what I tell you, right? Always do your best, but you have to accept that some days your best ain't shit. And I've had some days where my best has not been crap for a while, and I was holding on to that versus operating from an understanding and with gentleness, ease, and grace of do your best. And I bet a lot of you out there are doing the same thing. And if you're doing it out there and you're surrounding it around your dinner routine or your kids' lunches or whatever that may be, stop, right? It takes a village. Let us take some of that worry and guilt off of you, right? Number two, maybe some of that is also around the fact that as a mom, you are also not taking time for you as a human being and giving yourself space to be not just mom or wife or worker or sister, but to be insert your name here, right? And I've been doing a lot of that myself, and this is what Motivational Monday, right? I've been spending a lot of time worrying about hometown hippie, Tammy the leader, Tammy the wife, Tammy the sister, Tammy the aunt, Tammy the stepmom, Tammy the grandma, Tammy the daughter-in-law, what everybody else might need from me, and trying to not let anybody down, but at the same time letting myself down terribly because I was very much pouring from what I did not have. And versus me worried about, sustaining, being honest, and and that's not with an integrity with me. And I'm normally, hey, I don't have space for that. And I'm very bad at setting that boundary, but I understand that I need to, right? A lot of you probably do that as well. Okay. So if that is somebody, if you're out there and you're resonating with all of this, we're going to encourage you to take a deep breath and to know that we also have resources. Oh my gosh, look at this, Sheila. My Amber moved out. Her mom is in West Virginia and she's having a month of her time. I love that so much. I hope you take advantage of that. I do. I hope you take advantage of that. Do whatever you need to do for you. Um, but, whatever that may be, I want you to know that the Grateful Fed family, if you look at what we're about, we're really about that community as a whole. I feel like a lot of these great epiphanies and these great conversations happen around the table with food. My theme song is The High Woman. It's a band called The High Women, and it's a song called Crowded Table. And most of the best things that have happened to me have been around a crowded table with like-minded folks, family, friends, loved ones, whatever. And that's why we're trying to build this community here. If you are just out there struggling because you're struggling, like I got everything going on. Amanda Giorgetti said yesterday, my life is triggering me. Know that you have a family here and a place that is safe and a community that wants to see you thrive and get you out of survival and into thrive. Um, so the post today, uh, even though it is very self-serving, like I said, because I want to know how I can love you better. I want to know what you want from me. It's also rewarding you. So I want you to go over there tonight. I want you to comment on that. And here's what I would like to see from that. I would like to see the connections. Maybe you see something that somebody wanted to eat that you have in common with them. I want you to go comment on that. Norma says, Mel is perfectly perfect in everything regarding organization, production, shipping, packaging. Bring her in on everything involving organization. Mel is astrologically built for it. Okay. That is great. I did not know that. Thank you for filling me in, Norma Jean. I appreciate that. She is very good at that. They are very good at that. We just want you to know, right, that we want to see you at our crowded table. And whatever way that you show up to that table, we want you to know that you're doing the best you can with what you got right now. And when you know better, you do better. And that's what we believe. And we want you to start building that community in those comments. So start finding birds of a feather. You're going to find them because people are going to comment like, I want to see spaghetti and meatballs as my favorite meal. You're like, you know what? I love spaghetti and meatballs too. And then you have a conversation about food. And there's nothing anybody can argue over. Everything is delicious and everything is food. All it takes is just, I want to have a place where it is no animosity, none of those bad things, just the love about it. I have a very hard time with not being able to do what I used to do. I took care of veterans and volunteers at the VFW. And I'm going to tell you what, Catherine Shaw, you can take care of them, maybe not in a physical way, but sharing with them motivational things, calling to check in on them, all of those things mean a lot more than being able to physically go out and do that kind of thing. Also, when you get to, we get to that place in our life where we have, our bodies have done what it can do for us, and we've worked them to the point where, they need us to slow down to take care of ourselves a little bit. Allow all of that love that you gave to be returned to you, and do it with a gracious heart. This is one of the things that I am learning, and I'm going to share this with you. And I feel like it's coming in big. So sharing is caring, and when we love to give to others, like, think about the joy that you find in helping other folks. You not allowing people to help you is stealing that joy from them, from being able to give to you. So it's a huge gift to allow someone to do something kind for you, because so many people like you and myself and so many other people watching today, right? So many of us gain so much joy from the act of service and service of others. And if we never allow people to be in service of us, then we are not allowing someone to maybe find joy in lending a helping hand. And I think that that might help you to reframe that a little bit better and figure out ways in which that's a way that you can be service to folks, by allowing them to be in service of you, because it also gives them joy to do that. And you have a wealth of knowledge on a way to maybe teach new volunteers how to have that perspective on it, and how to allow them to maybe not work to a place where they're not ever taken care of, and waiting till their body breaks down to have to learn that lesson the hard way. But learning, there's just so many ways that you can give. And I don't think that you recognize how much you give to this community, and you're physically not here, but you were such an integral member of our family. No matter if you were in a wheelchair, we had to push you around because we do it, right? And we want you to take care of yourself and allow others, just like y'all want to pour into me. You need to let others pour into you as well. Yes, ma'am. You can let us know. You know how to get that, so we can take care of that for you. Um, I appreciate everyone. It is 5:30. I am going to head out of here today. Please go over, comment on the post, start finding other people that could be in your village. I might not be the best person to be in your village, right? But you might be able to find a lady on a post, and you might go together and start meal prepping. I really want to start teaching and offering, like, space in here for you to come in, and there's tables and there's all the things you would need to kind of set up, and we can teach you how to meal prep, and we can work with you in, like, all the things. So we have some things coming up, but go comment on that post. Go tag your friends in that post. Everyone gets a chance to win a family 4-pack of meals. We are going to keep the days coming. If you want more days, let us know. Go over there, do that for us. We very much appreciate it. On that note, I'm going to end the live. I'm going to give you one more shot. I just need to see this one more time for me before tonight, before we break this down on Wednesday. And that is Hump Day Hot Dog, Zachowini. Y'all. Zach, the hot dog guy. How great is that? How great is that? If that can't make you smile this afternoon, if that didn't make your day a little bit brighter, I don't know what would make you. Hello from Peru, Virginia. Now, let me do one last thing before we get off of here. Let me tell you about tomorrow's special, because tomorrow's special is going to be a big old hit. Tomorrow's special is the 2 for 22 special. So tomorrow's special is 2 6-inch steak and cheese subs with fried onions, green peppers, beautiful provolone. It's going to have a serve with a side. And the 2 for 22 is going to be 2 6-inch subs, 2 sides, and 2 drinks for $22. And 5 of that is going to go to Pay It Forward. So you're shopping for a cause tomorrow on the 2 for Tuesdays, 2 for 22 Tuesdays. We're going to do 2 steak and cheese subs, 2 sides, 2 drinks for $22, or you can get 1 for 12. 1 for 12 or 2 for 22. And that's the special tomorrow. Please come out and join us for lunch. We are going to be closing early tomorrow. Beginning of the week, we just don't do a whole lot in the afternoons. So we're going to be closing at 4 o'clock tomorrow. The food truck closes at 4 o'clock. Wednesday, we're going to be open for till 6 because we have the take home dinners on Wednesdays. Thursdays, again, are closing at 4, and Friday at 4 as well, unless we're doing Friday night dinners. If y'all say, I want Thursday night dinners, I want Friday night dinners, y'all let me know. Well, maybe we'll figure something out this week. But we are definitely going to be closing at 4 tomorrow, and then we'll be open till 6 on Wednesday. So on that note, I appreciate you all. We always end our lives with same little thing. Let me go ahead and put this up here. A little thank you for watching, just because I got to change my technology around. And we are going to end this live with a little peace, a little love, and a little feast. As always, y'all stay elevated. Please come over, sign on that post. Know that we love you and we cannot wait to serve you better. Peace. Have a good night.